Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. We begin with breaking news. Pro-Palestinian student protests at USC are growing and getting chaotic, with demonstrators calling for an end to Israel's attacks in Gaza.
Now authorities have moved in. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister is live there now on the USC campus with the latest. Lauren.
Hi there, guys. Okay, so things were escalating here, so I was in the middle of things over there. So when I checked in with you a few moments ago, this was the vehicle where the protester had been detained, and protesters were very focused on chanting, "Let him go, let him go." Well, now public safety officers are in fact letting him go. So there was applause, and that's what's happening right here behind me. Public safety officers have been asking the protesters to back up so then they could let this gentleman out. I can't completely see, but maybe you can. That's what the chants are for "let him go." So this is all on the campus of USC, where earlier this morning there was an occupation effort at Alumni Park here. A group of a coalition who said they were gathering in solidarity with protests happening across the country at some other college campuses, having to do with solidarity with the Palestinian people and a call for divestment from investments of their universities in Israel and disclosure of any of those investments, among other demands. So there you hear the cheers. I believe they're letting him go. That's presumably what's happening here. We saw about an hour ago things get heated. What happened? What led to that? Well, public safety officers moved in to take tents out of the park and banners off of trees because one officer told me that the protesters had been told that they weren't allowed to have either of those things, that it was against policy, just wasn't permitted. And so they had tents, they had banners, and at a point public safety moved in to remove them, and things got heated between protesters and the public safety officers. There were a number of back and forths. At some point a gentleman was detained, not exactly sure what led up to that confrontation, but he was put into this car. Protesters were trying to block it from moving, chanting "Let us go, let him go," and then police or public safety officers were saying that's exactly what they were doing. Now, one of the things that makes this a little bit complicated is that the coalition that is behind this protest said that they were not yet doing media interviews. They, when I spoke to them about an hour ago, said that they were working on doing that with us, but that they weren't quite ready to do that yet. And they told the other people involved that they'd instructed them not to talk to media.
There was no confrontation.
Are you
took
with
him over a sleeping bag.
Okay, so did you witness what happened? Okay, what did you see?
They took him over a sleeping bag. He was sitting down, they grabbed his sleeping bag, and they pulled him off, and they started dragging him. And they threw at least 20 people on the floor, slamming them on the floor. Men were slamming women on the floor that were not even touching them. A woman, one of the police officers bent my finger back all the way, and I said, over this. I was just sitting down, minding my own business. Our freedoms are taken away. We don't have freedom here.
Tell me about what brought you out here in the first place today.
I'm here in solidarity with Colombia, what they're doing, their encampment in Colombia. We're here to make sure that we keep using our voice for the people in Gaza that are getting destroyed, that are nonstop for 7 months. This country has supported genocide. This country has supported the bombs, has supported the slaughter of children, the starvation of children. That's why I'm here.
It's a war. There are other opinions different from those. Genocide is a major charge. I'm curious, this group has said it's anti-Semitic. A Jewish student I spoke to said that they feel uncomfortable when they hear chants like "From the River to the Sea," which the Anti-Defamation League, the U.S. House of Representatives have called anti-Semitic. So what do you say to those concerns?
Arabs are Semites. We're not anti-Semitic. Half of our group is Jews for Peace. We're a very peaceful group. We want our freedom. We don't want to hurt anybody. We just want our freedom. We want our rights. We want the occupation to end. We want people to be able to travel freely. We want Gaza to have an airport. We want Gaza to have infrastructure. We want children that are looking for aid and food. That's what we're looking for. We want them to have a life. They haven't been in school for 1 year. Since October, they have not been in school. This isn't right. They're doing collective punishment. They're punishing.
Are you a USC student?
No, I'm not.
Where do you go to school, and why are you here on this campus if you're not a USC?
I graduated a long time ago. I'm here in solidarity.
So you're a USC alumni?
No, I'm not. I'm here for Orange County Justice for Palestine, and I'm here in solidarity with these students here. I don't want to lie to you. I'm going to tell you only the truth. I'm here in solidarity with these people. I'm here to use my voice and to support them peacefully. And to correct what you said, it is not a war. If it's a war, there's two people with equal militaries. Gaza doesn't have Gaza doesn't have
Well,
bombs.
what do you say? Why not focus on condemning Hamas, the militant group in Gaza that is who Israel is fighting?
You want me to condemn Hamas? Condemn what happened before Hamas, before October 7th, 1948 until now, when my grandfather was kicked out of his homeland. Condemn that, and then I'll condemn Hamas.
So you won't condemn Hamas.
I just said I'll condemn Hamas when you condemn what happened from 1948 to 2023. Condemn that, and then I'll condemn Hamas. But you're looking at it in an hourglass. That's not what the situation is. My grandfather was forced out of his home in 1948. What's confusing about that?
Well, it's a very complicated situation with a lot of different opinions on it. We appreciate you sharing yours. Thank you for, thank you for talking with us.
I just wanted to say, just because I'm not condemning Hamas doesn't mean we're all here Hamas supporters. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not going to condemn something unless you condemn everything that happened before. Hamas is a resistance. We are here in solidarity. There was a student here, and she was a valedictorian, and she's not able to give her valedictorian speech because it was about Gaza, because it was about the suffering.
The university, for its point, said they received safety and security concerns. That's why they opted to cancel this speech to have their statement in.
Half the Palestinians in Orange County have lost family members. What's more important, the people that are their families are dying, or the people that are saying that they're feeling uncomfortable because a student wants to give a valedictorian
Well, they're
speech?
separate issues. Both can be in focus. Both can be true. They're not, mutually exclusive. I don't think.
Her speech was not made to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
But they weren't. They said it wasn't political that they canceled it. They said it was over safety and security issues. That's what the university is saying for its part.
Does that make it true?
I'm saying I'm a journalist. I need to say both sides. That's what the university says about it. You have your opinion on it.
But show me both sides. Show me 7 months of any Israeli children in the last couple months being tortured, being starved to death, being handcuffed. Look at the mass graves under Al-Shifa Hospital. 300 kids were under the graves, zip-tied. What children deserve that?
On the other side of things, people that are concerned with the war, Israelis and Jewish people, that's what you said, release the hostages that Hamas has. I mean, that's pretty simple.
I agree, but what about the hostages that Israel has, that they've had for 75 years, they've had hostages? Release both hostages, I agree.
Well, there has been a hostage agreement in the past, and there hasn't been agreement on another. We could talk for hours about this. I appreciate you for talking with us for a few minutes. I took that whole thing. You were live on KTLA that entire time. None of that was edited. That was all for our live audience. So thank you for speaking with us. We'll talk to you later. Please, I don't know what you're showing on our TV. I don't know what you're showing on live TV. We're going to send it back to you. This is an active scene, clearly. A lot of viewpoints on a very heated topic that nobody's going to solve at this hour, so I'll send it back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you. You heard there Lauren talking with a non-USC student protester, someone who has driven up from Orange County to, in his words, support the students and some of the protesters that are here on the campus. And as Lauren just experienced there as a journalist, it's getting a little heated. The reason why we are live on this scene is because these protesters had been out sleeping in tents and staying in tents, and I guess a skirmish happened here, some of the witnesses were saying, and campus police detained one gentleman who I guess was carrying his sleeping bag or a tent. We're not exactly sure what happened there. And so it got a little agitated, or very agitated, in fact, but they have released that protester now, so it seems things have calmed down a little bit. But as you can imagine, tensions on the campus here amongst students and the non-student protesters, as Lauren just interviewed.